Morning, everybody. Welcome back to my kitchen and to my YouTube channel. First of all, I have to say, you know what? You guys rock. You guys are the best. I am so overwhelmed by how many questions and comments and kind words and just hugs and kisses and support you guys are sending me. You guys are awesome. You all deserve a big high five. So lots of people have asked me about these modified bloom pours and my mediums and all the rest of it. And I realized last night when I was sitting here that they're really complicated and they probably didn't need to be. I'm just kind of navigating my way through this too, you guys. I haven't been doing this for really long. So I'm continuously tweaking things and adding this and adding that. And you know, I decided last night, sometimes it's like baking cookies. If you double the batch, you don't necessarily double the flour. So I tried to come up with something a little simpler. So for my pillow paint, which is usually my problem, if my colors start to fade away, it's generally that my pillow paint isn't the right consistency. So last night I used Valspar Contractor's Grade flat latex paint. In 1 cup, I added 3 teaspoons of triple thick varsthane. And I did a small piece and it seemed to work pretty well, which I thought was a lot easier and a lot more cost effective than adding a dab of this and a bit of that. And you know what? It just doesn't always work. It doesn't always work for me either, and I'm never sure why. So let's try to simplify this. So 1 cup to 3 teaspoons of Valspar triple thick. And I'm going to go back to my warm, earthy brown colors today, you guys, just for fun. So we're going to start with some raw umber. I think it actually might have a tiny bit of either black or a darker brown in it. It's a little bit browner than the umber I prefer. And they're all different. Pabio makes this beautiful umber that creates these just cool, funky shadows. Okay, raw umber. Let's put a little bit of gold in here. Nothing fancy, not 24 karat. It's just a Craft Smart gold right off the shelf. And some metallic orange, Artist Loft, metallic orange. This is probably golden yellow. No, I'm not really sure. I should know that before I start doing this and yapping off, but I don't. So there you go. We have to run with it. And we're going to put a little bit of red in here. Not a ton. I like red mixed with browns and golds. I don't like red overpowering things. And we're going to stick with that. So we're going to do a little bit of Deco Art White Satin Normal mixed with Amsterdam White. Not a lot. Again, it's another thing that sort of takes over. And black cell mix, you guys. A little blob right in the middle. We're going to torch out these bubbles. And we're going to give it a go. It'd be super nice if this works for me and works for you, because it's a lot easier and, like I said, a lot cheaper. And you know what? Life is complicated enough without having to screw around with this. Okay, mind my head. Let's go. Well, it's definitely easier to blow out than when I add pouring medium and all the rest of it. You can tell my voice is a little raspy today. I got that, it's kind of that sexy whiskey rasp going on. Why, I don't know, because no, I did not party all night. Okay, let's blow it out one more time, you guys. All right, we're going to wait just a couple minutes here and maybe torch a few bubbles while we're waiting. Let's get a bubble in the brightest, darkest color, hey? Right there. Don't like that. Oh, now we got a finger kiss. Okay, let's just tip this down a little bit, let my paint move around. Okay guys, we're gonna do this quick. Here we go. Manicure tool. Here we go, making some lines and some circles. Didn't really need that in there, so we'll use it as a magic eraser. A lot of it will go. I just wiggled that. I felt my phone sitting up on a little, I don't know, kind of a jar type thing. I thought it was going to come over. Wouldn't be the first time I've dropped my phone into my paint or my glasses. Okay guys, let's just put a few more little details and then we're going to just stretch this out and see what we can do. These are definitely my colors, you guys. I know we all tend to get these brilliant pinks and blues, and I'm on a lime kick right now, but you know what? My comfort place for me are earthy colors. Most of the pieces in my home that I'm very fond of and that I've kept are all in golds and coppers and browns, greens. Something just thumped on my porch. I'm hoping it was a cat, not a raccoon, because I just put the garbage out, so it could be anything at this point. Little buggers make a hell of a mess on my porch. And they make a real mess because usually in my garbage bag is a paint cup or a cloth or something, and in the summer, this summer, one of them ripped it all apart and I have little white raccoon feet all over my porch. Okay, we're going to tilt it the other way. I'm going to tilt it back. This has got some pretty funky lines going on, you guys. I'm happy with the fact that my paint is staying nice and strong and colorful. I don't like it when it breaks apart, which is why I started mixing all these weird things in with my paint, because I said I'm just kind of navigating my way through this too, you guys. I'm not a pro by any means. I spent a long time in the kitchen, about maybe 2 years ago, trying to learn how to paint pour, and it was just a complete epic failure. I watched Nikki Birch and I watched all these people and I thought I could do this, and I bought a Rubbermaid tub and a tote and all the paints and the mixes, and I bought Liquitex pouring medium, and I dumped gallons and gallons of paint out. And like I said, I stamped my head with the giant loser sign, and I can't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do anything. And then about a year or so ago, I decided that I needed to make something. One of my Christmas things that we did one year was something had to be from a secondhand store, something had to be new but under $50, and something had to be handmade or homemade. So I decided to go back into paint pouring. And I decided to do tiles to make coasters, and I decided to start with the bloom pour. And that's kind of how this all began for me. I could have taken the course. I spent so much money that I should have taken the course, but I didn't. So I've just learned as I go, and I'm still learning now. So I definitely appreciate anybody's interest and questions. I will answer what I can. I can't always answer them because you know what, you guys? I don't know. I just don't know. So here we go. I'm happy with that. It's got some fun lines to play with. So let's just go back in here now. We're going to take a smaller stick, a toothpick, and we're going to just modify our bloom. Make some little lines. Now here's something I always do, guys. I always tell you guys to wipe off your stick, and I'm going to for this one, but the next one I'm not going to. But if you leave the paint on it and then make your next one, it gives you these lovely little stamens for your flowers. Just like that. I don't really know where to go. I'm not totally thrilled with this. I'll try to soften that a tiny bit. I don't like that big white line. Let's just go back in and change this. I'm not totally thrilled with this. Listen to that weird voice I've got going on. cat just came in through the cat door, so I'm thinking that it was a cat on the porch and not a raccoon. So this is lovely. These are my colors, you guys. I love this. Love it, love it, love it. I'm not thrilled with that. So, you know what? I think I'm just going to guck some paint on here, and we're going to just pour that off. Make it sound so simple. Just guck it on and pour it off, you guys. You can do it. Here it goes. All right, I think I can probably adjust that to my fancy. Okay, let's go back in and let's touch this up a tiny bit. That wasn't very well executed. I apologize in advance for that. What you doing, kitty kitty? Okay, that's way better. Where to, you guys? This is lovely. I don't want to mess with that at all. Can maybe do something in this area. Here's me said this was going to be quick, and I'm sorry, you guys. I don't mean to natter on. Okay, you guys, Bob's your uncle. So I think we knocked this out of the park using nothing but valspar contractor's paint and 3 tablespoons of triple thick varsthane, not the normal polyacrylic, but the triple thick varsthane. So far I'm pretty happy with this, other than a few little bubbles, but that's not the paint's fault, that's my fault. And we're gonna wrap this up here. I'm gonna bring you guys down for a closer look. And keep an eye on my recipes because I do modify them, ha ha ha, play on words, and tweak them all the time. Trying to find things that are simple for me, more cost effective for me, and easier for everybody. Okay guys, here we go on our way down. Yeah, look at that, you guys. Some pretty little details. My hands are slippery and I don't want to drop my phone. Look at that. You guys are awesome. Sending big shout out to everybody that's commented, liked, disliked even. If you dislike, you know what guys, if you don't like it and you give me a thumbs down, I'm okay with that. I have broad shoulders. But you know what? I don't grow and I don't learn if I don't know what the problem is. So if you were kind enough to just say, hey, keep your thing in frame, or I hate your voice, some of those things I can maybe fix. Thanks guys, you're awesome. Talk soon.